Hey there, thanks for joining me today. This is Laura Lynn with Keep Inking Up. I'm an independent demonstrator for Stampin' Up in San Antonio, Texas. And today's video is a little bit different. I wanted to share how I made some gift packaging. I wanted to give this gift, this Bondi Boost Intensive Spray. It's to help with your hair. I want to give this to a dear friend who has recently beat cancer. I'm so excited for her. I'm so very proud of her fighting so hard and enduring all of those treatments, and she's now cancer free, and I'm so grateful. And so I wanted to give her that gift to help her with her hair growth back. So anyway, I needed to make some gift packaging for it. So this again is the size of the bottle. So I have kind of played with some numbers and I figured out how to make a package for it. So to make this gift packaging, I'm going to bring in my Simply Scored board, and I have a piece of our Poppy Parade cardstock. This is 8.5 by 8 3/4. So I'm going to start by putting the 8.5 side into the Simply Scored board, and I'm going to use the stylus that came with the board, and I'm going to score this side at 2, 4, 6, and 8 inches. Then I'm going to rotate it, and I'm going to score on the 8 3/4 side at 1.5, 7. Then I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to score it at 8 1/4 inches. Okay, I'm going to set this scoreboard aside, get it out of my way, and next I'm going to go ahead and burnish all of these score lines with my bone folder. This is a really important step. A lot of people don't think so, but when you burnish your edges that you've scored, it makes for a more professional looking box, no matter what kind of box design that you are making. It just helps to get the form of the box more crisp, so it is definitely a good idea. So I'm going to go ahead and burnish all of these score lines. And 2 more. And this little top skinny one, I'm going to be doing it the other direction. And you'll see why in a few minutes. So now I have burnished all of my score lines, and now we're going to do a little bit of cutting. So I'm going to bring in my snips, and we are going to take off a little bit. This is the side that has the two score lines. I'm going to take a little bit off the top, just miter a little bit, and then we're going to miter and take off this little rectangle in this corner. So I'll take all of that off, and then on this bottom part, this is the 1/2 inch score line, not the one that has the 2 score lines, but the side that has the 1/2 inch, and we are just going to cut on those score lines up to that first horizontal score line. And this is going to be the bottom of our box, our packaging. Okay, so that's good. So this is what it looks like. And all of these flaps are loose. And before we put this box together, I'm going to go ahead and decorate it. So I have this pattern paper that I've already cut. So I have 4 pieces that are 1 3/4 by 5 1/4 inches, and they're going to go on each of the panels. Now, if you do have a directional pattern, make sure that you cut it so that the pattern goes the direction that you want. And this is a vertical box, so I want the hearts to be going up and down. In other words, you don't want them going that way. This paper comes from the host set that's found on page 171 of our annual catalog, the Patterned Party 12 by 12. There's a lot of really, really pretty, colorful patterns in that pack, and I chose the pattern paper, and then I decided to go with Poppy Parade, which is the red that's in the pattern, so it would coordinate perfectly. That's one of the best things about Stampin' Up, is all of the color coordination between the ink pads, markers, blends, cardstock, pattern paper, you name it. Everything coordinates perfectly, and it looks so wonderful together. So let's go ahead and adhere each of these paper panels to our box, and to do that, I'm going to use our Stampin' Seal. Oh, look at that. That's the other side. I love the stripes. So we're going to put some Stampin' Seal on there, and then we'll center this on each of the panels. Don't need too much, but we want to make sure we have enough. And again, make sure that you're pattern is going the correct way if you have a directional pattern in your paper. You just need to do 2 more. Stick that on there. And then we'll do this one. And the last section. So now that it's all decorated, we can go ahead and put this box together. Let me go ahead and put this aside. The Stampin' Seal is perfect for adhering paper to paper, but whenever you are putting together 3-dimensional projects, I like to use the Stampin' Seal Plus. It's a stronger adhesive, and it's definitely something that I prefer to do when putting together boxes. So I'm going to put Seal Plus along this tab here. Fold that in and fold this over. It'll line up perfectly. So this is the back of our box. So I'm going to push in the sides, the back, and then the front. Make sure it's squared up on the bottom before you adhere it closed. And there you go. And you'll notice that it's 1.5 inches. It doesn't go all the way across, but it doesn't need to, but that's a good, strong, sturdy box. So now we have this in the back. The seam is in the back of the box. I'm going to pinch the sides in a little bit and hold all the pieces together. And that'll create like a little milk box top. Oh, but I wanted to show you this intensive spray fits perfectly in the box, and then you can close it up. Now you can close it up however you'd like. You could punch some holes in and wrap it with a ribbon. I happen to have a bunch of these gold clips. I don't know where I bought these. I've had a ton of them and I use them all the time, but I'm just going to clip this closed like that. Isn't that cute? And then I wanted to add a little gift tag for it, so I created this gift tag. So happy for you, because I am so happy for her that she has beat cancer. The sentiment, so happy for you, came from the Color and Contour stamp set right here. So happy for you. And I added some more of that Designer Series paper, and then I cut this tag out using tailor-made tags. There's a set of 8 tags and the little reinforcers. So I cut out reinforcers out of the same Poppy Parade cardstock, and I also inked my sentiment in the Poppy Parade, so everything coordinates. And I have a piece of our white baker's twine, and I'm going to thread, I've doubled it up. I'm going to thread through the whole of the tag. I say that. I'll try to thread through the whole of the tag, and then through one of the holes in this little clip here, and then I will tie this in a bow. Oops. I'm not the best at tying bows, but I think it looks, oops. Or maybe I didn't cut this piece of baker's twine big enough. Oh, that looks good. So I'll go ahead and trim the edges of my twine, and there is a lovely packaging with a coordinating tag to give to my friend. For I'm so happy for her that she has beat cancer. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you learned something new about I'm creating some really pretty gift packaging. Thanks again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.